So I thought we'd go to our sisters over in Wallaceburg and talk with their Chamber of Commerce. And I got Jill Misselbrook, the Executive Director of the Wallaceburg Chamber of Commerce. Jill, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you, Eric, for inviting me.
So I got to ask you, how are you and your family doing during this very interesting time in our community, province, and the whole world for that matter?
We are managing. We're trying to manage in this world. I have, for the last 2 months, have been working out of my home, so that's been a bit of an adjustment. My husband has been at home because he has not been able to work. We have a home-based business in our home, so he's not been able to work until just recently. And I have a teenage son that's trying to do homeschooling, and that's been a challenge simply because my son is out of routine. It's so hard for the students to work on their education and work on their schooling and get adapted to all this online. So it's been challenging. It's been a learning curve, that's for sure.
I think we're all learning something a little bit each day as we've gotten through COVID, but it's a very dim light at the end of the tunnel as we start opening up our economy in phases here. And as someone who values small businesses, which are the heart and soul of our community, what kind of resources are coming from our senior levels of government to assist?
Okay, well, from the upper government, there are a few things that they have been trying to do to help out. One that you probably have already heard of is the Canadian Emergency Response Benefit. And that's, of course, if you don't qualify for unemployment, you lose your job, you have a business and you can't work, then you have an opportunity to collect the $2,000 a month. The first initial date was April, but now they've extended that into August. So that's another option. One option is the Canadian wage subsidy, which is 75% for employers to be able to take advantage of that and at least help them out with 75% of the wage so that they can actually continue to employ their employees without having to lay them off or fire them. Another thing too is the Canadian Business Resilience Network is also right now offering any chamber members 62 different businesses a $10,000 grant, but you do have to apply for that and there are criteria. And of course the deadline is coming up of June the 12th. Another thing that's helpful out there too is the Canadian Rental Assistance Program for landlords to be able to, they have to apply though, and to be able to get help from the government for 75% of to help with their tenants so that their tenants don't have to foot the whole bill of 100% just to help their businesses out, the businesses that are renting from them and where they only have to pay about 25%. So that's another option that's been out there from the senior level or from Toronto, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think we had some great resources in place to help all of our small businesses get through this trying time. Kind of looking to our municipality, I know we got a great Mayor's Economic Recovery Task Force that's kind of making their way, but has there been any other local resources that really helped out our small businesses through these, trying 2 months?
Yes, actually our local Chatham-Kent Community Futures Development Corporation right now, they just have out there that they are offering interest-free loans. Right now, they call that the, what do they call that? The Regional Relief and Recovery Fund, and they will help out up to $250,000. But another thing they will also do is they will also counsel businesses and they will help them out. They will assist them wherever they need, whether it's financing, whether it's budgeting, whether it's working on your business plan, any of that type of stuff. They will sit down with you or probably talk to you on the phone or email you and work with you that way and help out a business. And of course, our local financial institutions, wherever, I always suggest wherever you bank at, go to them, go see what they have to offer there, your customer there. They're going to take care of their customers at your local region. So as well as that. And I also believe, coming from the communities, I can't stress enough the importance of shop local, buy local, think local. Stay in our community of Chatham-Kent, keep the dollars here, help those small to medium businesses just stay surviving, to stay on. And for example, a lot of the restaurants right now are having a hard time. So one thing that we do in our family is once a week, we will do pickup and we'll order something and we'll have it as a family meal. And that's one way we try and help out the community, is just by doing, and I think a lot of people are doing that. So I think it's really important, just support our own community, support our own businesses in the community. I think that's very, very important.
Yeah, I think you kind of touched on kind of one of the biggest challenges we faced is, trying to support our local businesses and get them through this trying time. And you kind of are already switching these negative into a positive and supporting local. And it's so important for our community to support our local businesses. One of my favorite things that you guys have been kind of doing is sharing good news stories as we've been kind of getting through this trying time. There are so many of them, so many of them. Is there a favorite one that's kind of hit you along the way? I know we could talk for hours about them, but one of you want to share with us?
Oh, absolutely. And you're probably quite familiar with it, but the Miracle May 16th is one that really sits in my mind. I think it's just wonderful how the whole community of Chatham-Kent, not just Wallaceburg, not just Dresden, but all the small towns, they got together on that day and they worked together, and everybody volunteered and helped out for the greater cause, for a positive. It was such a good day. I even participated in picking up prizes, or not door prizes, right? Donations at the porches. And it was truly amazing that most porches didn't just have a can of soup. They had lots and lots of donations to donate. So people were very, 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 very giving. And everything from making a sign, putting up a sign, all the way to right at the drop-off location, everybody contributed, everybody helped, and we did amazing.
I think this is something that we will remember through the COVID-19 pandemic is the Miracle May 16th project. I think we now hold the unofficial record of the most donations in the World Book. I haven't seen anything else, but yeah, it's definitely something that was amazing, and we'll remember that forever. So we're seeing the province opening up in phases, which is great for a lot of our small businesses. I think we're now approaching phase 2, which is some good things. We have our Mayor's Economic Recovery Task Force that's going to kind of try and help with some great advice for all of our sectors. But what are some of the goals to keep some of these small businesses survive as we get back on our economic path? It's definitely going to be a long path, but what are we as the Chambers going to be doing to try and help them along the way as well?
Well, I am going to continue to do what I've been doing, and I've been marketing and promoting the businesses. I send out email blasts every couple of days, and I make sure, and lately, since some of the businesses have been opening, I have been in touch with the businesses, finding out what their hours of operation. Are they curbside? Are they back to normal hours? What are they doing? And what are their procedures for safety measures? I've been posting that on all of my email blasts, and I also put it on my social media, and they seem to be really, really thankful and really glad that I'm doing that. But of course, on a day-to-day basis, I'm constantly getting emails sent to me from the Canadian Chamber of Commerce. So I'm definitely keeping them updated on what's new, what is available for them, and trying to keep them motivated, trying to keep my positive emails out there, my positive letters. I do believe, and you have to be positive, you have to have your mind positive in order to move on and move to the next direction.
Yeah, I think
some days are harder than others.
Yep. No, and I think that's the goal now is, we gotta keep pushing. I always appreciate every mom and pop store that's been doing what they've been doing to get through this, and a lot of them will get there. But with your support from all the chambers, we'll get them back in there, and we gotta thank you for all what you guys are doing to get our small businesses there. Jill, is there anything else that you would like to add as we close up?
Oh, definitely. One thing I do believe in is I believe in first, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, then you won't be able to carry on. And I am a very positive person. So especially for those people that are working in their offices and they're not used to working in their offices and they're behind a computer all day, get out there, go for a walk. The day is nice and sunny, go for a walk. Take a break from that computer. Don't be on that computer like 7-8 hours days straight. Get a break, And of course, don't listen to the news 20 hours a day, because it's full of a lot of negativity, and you can definitely bring yourself down when you listen to the negatives. If you have to know what's going on in the world and you want to make sure that pick a time, 9 o'clock in the morning, and noon, 5:30 at supper time. Take 15-20 minutes, listen to the news, and then you can catch up on all the basic information that's out there.
Yeah, well said. That's some great advice. Mental health is going to be a thing that we kind of continue moving forward. And, I hope when this is all said and done that us as CK can band together and have a big giant block party to celebrate all the hardships we've endured, because I think we definitely deserve it.
Oh, we definitely do. And I'm sure there will be a lot of block parties.
Thank you so much for what you're doing, Jill, and hope you're staying safe and keep on trucking.
Great. Thank you so much, Eric, for inviting me. This has been great.